Well, good morning. It's Saturday, February 28. Um, Still waiting on the bearing for this wheel, so I'm not going to do anything in that area on this bike. But since I'm bored, I'm going to pull the tank off and mount the ignition box up under the tank and put the ignition pickup in the points pickup and do the initial timing setting because I'm bored. Interestingly, my next door neighbor is doing work in his yard. All this equipment is for his yard, and he's over there right now with, he's brought in a guy with a bobcat, and they are digging out all the landscaping in his front yard. He's going to put in a second driveway like I have, and then completely landscape the front yard with a couple of trees and I don't know what all. So that's what's in the background while I'll be in there working on that Norton. Okay, I've got the tank off, and I'll probably do a little S100 spraying in this area just to get the dust and dirt off so I can find the wires I need to get to. The condenser pack in here is no longer needed. The resistor pack up under here, inside here, is no longer needed. And the wires that go to them are no longer needed. Now, that's interesting. What's that? That makes you wonder. White and light brown. Okay, that's not used. And the connectors are in reasonably good condition considering these things usually fall apart. So they're in pretty good shape. Apparently there's been a problem with this rubbing up against there. That's not unusual. I'll see if I can't do something better there. And coils have been out because the ridge is here versus down there. So strange. Anyway, I'm just going to do a little cleanup now and then I'll start stripping out the wires. All right, well, the first thing you want to do is unhook and remove the capacitor setup and the resistor. We don't need those. So, and then get rid of the wires that go to them because they're not needed. And then we'll pick up the wires we do need. So just to get this out of the way, this has been rubbing up against here. It's, I don't know if it's completely bad or not, but let's just get all this off of here. Okay, hang on. Right. All right, well, that gets them disconnected, and that makes them pretty much superfluous. They're not serving a purpose anymore. And this whole bundle goes right up to this connector right here. Now the interesting thing is the only thing we need out of this bundle is the white wire. That's ignition. So that is no longer needed. Now out of here, what we're looking for is white with yellow. White with yellow is kill switch ignition. And that's the one you want to use for ignition. The one that comes from the kill switch when the kill switch is not engaged. So all you're looking for is this wire right here. The rest of these we can just leave them right here connected to the connector. We can just pick this one up right there. Clip him off. And the rest of these just hang around not doing nothing. You could actually reuse these wires if you wanted to, but I don't. You get nice new wires with the kit. I extended the wire on my soldering gun by about 10 feet, so I can walk all over the shop and solder just about anywhere I want. Okay, that's going to be our ignition wire. Let's see about getting the rest of these out of the way. Oh my gosh, that's a American right there. Way too long. And this one's that one's metric. Don't you just love it? Mixture of American and metric. All right, so let's take these over to the bench and take a look at them. I don't like the way the wires are worn on either one of them. Besides the mixture of bolts holding them in place, you know, American and metric, it sort of tells me that these are not original. They also seem to be very long. When in my mind I compare them to the originals. They may not be original, they may not be, they may not be non-original, but they sure seem long. And see how they're creased here? Yep, that's not original, that's MCO 6-volt. See how they're creased? Both of them? From being over tightened. You need to put a spacer in here, between here, in order to stop creasing these things, because when you crease them, you can short them out internally. So we're going to test them right now and see how they are. And let's take a look at these spark plug wires. Makes you wonder why they were replaced. Is this tape preemptive, or is it to repair something? Looks like it was preemptive. That's interesting. All right, that's good enough. I do not like electrician's tape. I do not like it. Sam, I am. Oh, wow. My goodness gracious. Okay, they weren't rubbing through. They hadn't shorted out. That's good. Let's do a quick continuity test on these guys. You should have continuity from terminal to terminal, and from terminals to center, continuity with resistance. And there it is. But not to the body. No continuity to the body. You don't have to do all these terminals because they're hooked up, but basically no continuity to the body. So terminal to terminal, good continuity. Terminals to center, well, hello. Hello, no continuity to the center. Look at that. All right, so let's go, can you see this? Let me zoom in here a little bit and put the ohm meter down here. Let's put this back here like this. Okay, can you see the meter? You can see the meter pretty good. Yeah. Now, taking this first coil, I'm going to go from, let's see, I want you to see what I'm doing. I'm going to go from terminal to terminal, and notice I get full deflection on the meter. Nice, strong continuity through it, okay? Now, from that terminal to the center post, see how I'm getting some continuity? A lot of resistance, that's normal. Can you see it? And no continuity to the body. Let's do a little zoom in here and see that I'm getting resistance through the coil to from the center. Okay, now let's take the other one and same, from the terminal to the terminal, good continuity. From the terminal to the center, right down to the center post, and I'm getting no continuity. So this is a bad coil. Hate to tell you that, but there is a bad coil. Go from both terminals. Okay, this is a bad coil. It says so, right on it. Surprised me. So, I suggest we replace both coils. This one has been squeezed really good, and the length, it's just bad. It doesn't fit the bike right. This is too tall. I don't know if this is too long or not. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the tallness of this. But that's why these were rubbing up against the head steady, and why they were at such a weird angle. So anyway, I suggest 2 new coils. Sorry about that. All right, well, that was fun. Let's go over and continue on wiring and mounting the black box. All right, so this guy. That's just freaking lovely. So a couple people asked me to please don't speed up the videos. So you're getting this real time, foibles and all. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. That's not right. Now this guy is a good ground. We'll put him back on there, but after we clean him up. Oh, these things make me nuts. That's not. Oh my, come on, that's not threaded on there, is it? It might be. It's awfully tight. Well, let's see if we can get a 7/16 up from the bottom. There's no way. Is that really truly threaded? I just can't feature it. Bigger hammer time. Can you see this? Just to get a bolt out? And there it goes. All right, so it was just stuck. Now let's unstuck this one. It is some kind of oxidized. My goodness. I just don't believe it. It can't be threaded. The other one came out. There it goes. Whoa. And you wonder why we keep saying there's no such thing as a 5-minute job. Okay. Boy, that thing is in there tight. Now I'm trying to get the resistor pack out. All of this is stuff that should just fall off in your hands when you take the bolts off. I do not understand why it's not. I do not understand. Sam I am. There's nothing holding it except. Is it in here? Oh my God. It's got a bolt underneath that head steady. Oh, for God's sake. Let's see if we're going to be lucky enough to break it free. And it's turning. Of course it's turning. And there it is. So, I didn't need to take those two outer bolts out. Tools that come in handy. Okay. All right, so what I'm doing now is cleaning up under here, underneath this area. You can see it's pretty dirty. And I'm cleaning that because I mount the little black box under here. And the way I mount it is with silicone. I simply put a nice coating of silicone up there, put the box into the bed of silicone, and let it dry overnight. So, nice clean surface gives the silicone something to grab onto. And I'm going to put that ground wire right here. Now what I'm going to do before that is take an X-Acto knife and scrape all the paint away, so we have a definite good ground. So you scrape all the paint away from the hole. Now you take the little bitty nut and washer, washer and nut and bolt. And I'm going to take these over to the wire wheel and clean them up. Now I know that most of you know this, but I'm going to say it anyway. There are lock washers and there are star lock washers. Star lock washers are special duty. Their job is to make good electrical connections. And they do that by having their little teeth dig into the metal. So you take a star washer, what you do is you put your ground pin, let's turn it up there, okay, this way. Then you put the star washer on it, and that gives you a really good connection. Clip, star washer, bolt, and that goes into the frame, and then this locks on. You can put a lock washer down there if you want to. See if I can find one. All right, so I'll put the lock washer underneath. So let's see, can you see this? Can you see what I see? Putting it right here. All right, so the lock washer underneath with the little, let's be smart and measure the size of that underneath washer. Underneath nut, not washer, nut. So I can tighten against it. All right. Okay. So going up from the bottom, lock washer in place. Going up from the bottom, putting the nut under there. Trying to catch a tooth. That's the fun part when you're working upside down. Trying to catch that first tooth, first thread. There it goes. All right, good. Okay. That'll hold the nut. Now, what did I do? What did I use to get that? Is that a socket? It was a socket. Yep. Okay. Coming down from the sky, through here, grab that, holding it here. The joy, the joy, the joy. All right, that gives us a real good grounding point for the ignition system. All right, so let's put this up in here like this, like so, and clamp it in place, like so, and let it sit over. No, woman, sorry, you creep up behind me. Look, she creeped up behind me. Say hi, world. I'm a creeper. Okay. Anyway, I'll let that sit overnight. That's about as far as I could go today. I don't know. I could take the carbs off, but let's see what happens. I don't know. So basically, we have to get 2 new coils, and then oh yeah, I still have time to put the mag pickup in here and run the wire up to the black box. So I'll do that for sure, and then call it a day. All right, so let's get the old points out of here and put the new pickup in. All right. All right, so let's get this advance unit out. Let's see how tight it is. It's not bad at all. All right, so. All right, so all of these are surplus. Really? Hi, how you doing? All right, so when you're putting the mag pickup in, they give you 2 Allen screws. One will fit, one will not. That one apparently fits, I think. Let's try the other one. There we go, that's the one. Okay. Now I'm not going to set this up, I'm just going to put it in here. I'm not even going to tighten things down. There we go. And I thought I brought the mag pickup over. I guess I didn't. All right. And this guy simply goes in here like this. I don't try to put this through. I do the connectors in inside here. And I put the low side towards the wires. And then just put the adjusters in lightly, like so. And we're just going to leave it here. Oh, me. Used to be so easy to get down on my knees. And back up. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Now you could put this through, but I never do. I always make the connections here. Okay. I think we're done for the day. All right, so I've got the mag pickup installed. It's installed, it's just sticking in there. It's not adjusted, it's not tightened down, nothing. But it's just in, and the black box is up here coagulating overnight. And I hope the audio is still working. Anyway, this is the recap of everything that, this is bad. I'm going to suggest 2 new ones. We can reuse those, reuse this. This is all stuff that does not get used anymore. So that just goes in the junk file. Everybody gets their bits and pieces back. So all this is no longer needed. And this is as good a stopping point as any, so I'm just going to call it a day.